Might be too hot. Might be too hot for me to go no AC today. We'll see. But right now I'm thinking I'm gonna leave the AC on. Right now I'm thinking I'm gonna leave it on. Also, I was looking at my mic. I was looking at the connector piece, and I really feel like Oxa might have messed it up. So, I really gotta wait till some people get up in here so I could check how the mic sounds. But until then, you know what I'm about to do? I'm about to get on Google and look up some news. Once people start popping up, we'll talk. And maybe I'll turn the AC off. Maybe. Okay. Somebody won the Powerball because that's all the news is about. I'm trying to see some world news, baby. Not Google Trends. I just want to see regular Google. World news. Good evening. Yo, is my mic messed up, bro? Because I was looking at the connection and I really feel like she messed up the connector piece. So, how bad is the mic quality compared to usual? If you can hear me, that's all I care about. If it's super low, let me know so I can mess with it. I'm loud and clear. That's fine. That's perfect. Because I'm not going to touch the mic. I don't ever make contact with the mic. But she sits down and she's like... Is the AC loud? I always try to point it away from the mic so that it doesn't blow straight into the mic. But you never know how that's going to go. I can turn the AC off. But it's a hot one today, y'all. It's the hottest month in recorded history. Not in Washington, in the entire world. So... doesn't seem like things are getting better, man. The AC is quiet. That's so weird to me, man, because honestly, the motorcycles and shit are not that loud to me, but this shit's blowing right in my ear, so I'm like, this is loud. Also, earlier this week, I bit my tongue while I was coaching. And on that day, it didn't really hurt that much. And I felt like it didn't affect my speech, but every day that has passed, it's like in that phase where it's like healing now and it's kind of sore. So I'm like subconsciously, unconsciously avoiding touching my tongue to this side. And so it's like, it's affecting my speech now. Like all my words are a little bit slurred, especially if I have to say something with an S. Or if I need to roll my R's, my body's like fighting against it. But other than that, I'm alive and I'm healthy. I can't complain. Alright, let's see what we got here. Protesters set fire to Swedish embassy in Baghdad. Hundreds of people stormed Sweden's embassy in Iraq, scaling the walls of the complex and torching the building. They were protesting the second planned burning of the Quran in Sweden in under a month. Okay. So Iraqi people are burning the Swedish embassy because in Sweden they're burning the Quran. Okay. So they're like basically they're saying like get your embassy out of here if that's what y'all are gonna be doing. I can respect that. Not like respect it, but I get what's going on. I mean, let me not align myself with extremists. I'm not trying to get thrown in jail. Phil, my boy, what's popping? You know what? I'm gonna turn the AC off. Let's see. What does it say? 75. I think I can. I think I can hold on. I think I can withstand 75 degrees. If I start sweating, I'll turn it back on. Do I think North Korea is gonna let that soldier go? Probably not. Probably not. If they do, they'll ask for something in return. But like, if I was annoying, if I was the leader of North Korea, I'd just be like, why should I give him back? Like he ran over here, bro. Like why? Why should I let him go? Like he came in here, now you gotta stay, bro. They let him go when he's a vegetable. Maybe. I don't know, man. They'll probably make up something. They'll probably say he was sent in there as a spy, so they need to execute him or something like that. Who knows? What we really need to know is why he ran in there, bro. Like, why did you do that? What did you think was gonna happen, bro? He was facing a dishonorable discharge. Hey, man, I'm not an expert, but I would say a dishonorable discharge is a little bit better than living in North Korea as a fucking prisoner. But I don't know. I don't know. If that's what he thinks is the better option, then he's probably not smart. And he probably did something to deserve a dishonorable discharge. By the way, it's hard to get a dishonorable discharge. So I've been discharged from the military twice because the first time I left West Point was considered a discharge. Not to mention I lied. Like that's pretty dishonorable, right? Well, they said that I lied. They convicted me of plagiarism. And I still didn't get a dishonorable discharge. So you really gotta mess up to get a dishonorable discharge. Like, they literally have to say, we don't think you're a good person. Like you don't deserve to get a general or an honorable discharge. Because everyone thinks it's honorable and dishonorable, but there's general in the middle. It's like, we don't necessarily want to call this honorable because you didn't just get out on your own accord. So we're gonna call it general. Dishonorable means like they want to actively try to fuck your life up because you don't deserve to have a good life after this. Yeah, I think he was being flown back to the States for something. Yeah, that means he was in big trouble. I think I made that joke yesterday. I think I said he might have committed like a sex crime or something. Like, I just don't think there's a good reason to run into North Korea unless you're trying to maybe distract from what you actually did. Like, maybe he thought if I run in there and get captured, like, they'll make it. I don't know. Maybe he was hoping the news and conspiracy theorists were like, oh, they made that up about him. There's something deeper going on and whatever. But nah, bro, we don't care that much. We just think you're weird. One of my homies caught a case and he only got a general. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, you can straight up crash your car drunk driving and hurt people, bro, and they'll still give you a general discharge. We better not release any spies or prisoners to get them back. Man, you know what? Nah, it's way too fucking hot. Fuck this. most of the time, that stuff happens due to like public pressure, bro. Um, the president and everyone else doesn't care about some random civilian being caught in another country. But what happens is 100,000 people say, "Are we really gonna leave that person over there?" And it's like we still don't care. And then it becomes a news story. And then it's like, why is our government letting an American citizen sit and blah blah blah? And then it becomes like, okay, we have to do something because it looks like we don't care about the people. If no one talks about this dude, he'll stay over there, bro. Now, if they make a big story about it and they keep talking about it and people start saying like, why are we letting an American stay in North Korea? Then they'll make a trade because they'll want to shut all of that shit up. You think they really cared about Brittany Griner, bro? They didn't care about Brittany Griner. People kept saying, why are we leaving an American that was like falsely accused in Russia? That's when they felt like they had to do something. And that was only because the war kicked off. Because she was in there before the war, from what I remember. Anyways, I don't want to make stuff up, but I remember her being in there before the war. And the war kicked off, and they were like, she's only being detained because it's the war and blah blah blah. And I was like, I'm pretty sure she'd been in there for 2 months already, bro, but you just didn't care. But yeah, anyways, like I said, if no one says anything, they'll probably leave him in there, bro. You know how many random people are being held as a prisoner somewhere right now, bro? I don't care about Brittany Griner, but she was charged with some BS. Yeah, I mean, it's a tough one, man. Because let's say that she really did have the cartridge, right? If that's the law there, then it's the law. I don't know that she really had the cartridge. I don't know that she really brought marijuana over there. Whatever. But, you know, cocaine, meth, all of that stuff is legal in Portugal. If you fly here with it and you get caught at the airport and you're like, oh well, it was prescription in Portugal, like I'm good. They're gonna be like, yeah, no, bro, you still flew here with drugs, so like we have to do something about it. We can't just be like, oh, he's from Portugal, it's cool. So yeah, I don't know, man. I've never even understood why people like to go to countries like that. I know she was hooping over there to make money, but like not even just there. Dubai, any kind of country where the punishment for petty crimes that we consider petty anyways is so high. I'm like, why are you going over there, bro? Like you're literally asking for trouble. I've literally seen lesbians get like a 20-year sentence for being gay in Dubai, and I'm like, why did you go to a Muslim country with your girlfriend? Like, why did you do that? I don't understand. It's BS here, but other countries take it seriously still. Yeah, exactly. And like I said, did it happen just because it was getting close to wartime? Just because it was a political move? Would they have normally let her go, even though they did detain her? I don't know. But like I said, the fact is, it's Russia. So like you went over there knowing what kind of place Russia is, and you just kind of thought it wouldn't happen to you. I don't like going anywhere where there's a risk of the government just saying I did something and like there's nothing I can do about it. Planet Moolah, whenever you first came on my stream, that's what I told you about Venezuela. They have a lot of false detainment, and like police and government officials are just saying like, yeah, you did this, like pay me this money, I might let you go. You know, that's why they have a big travel advisory that said you shouldn't go there because of stuff like that. So can you go there and come back and make it out fine? Maybe. But if you don't, I'll say, like, bro, you knew what kind of place that was and you went there anyway. So if you get kidnapped or if the government detains you, I would say, well, yeah, like, literally, there was a huge warning about it, bro. Sometimes you're damn if you do, damn if you don't. Some places are high risk. Yeah, man. Also, I probably can find it. I remember there was a soccer player from the UK. I bet you he's still locked up. There was a soccer player. I want to say it was Dubai, but he went to Dubai and don't remember exactly what he did. Billy Hood. Oh yeah, this guy. It's not funny. A football coach who was jailed in Dubai after 4 bottles of vape liquid containing cannabis oil were found in his car has had his sentence reduced. So he got 21 years in Dubai jail for having these 4 cartridges. They just reduced, or 25. They just reduced his sentence to 10 years. That's them being nice, bro. They're like, you know what? They're saying we're a terrible country. Watch this. Your sentence is cut from 25 years to 10 years. Don't ever say shit to me again. This dude's 25 years old, bro. He's 25 years old. He went over there for vacation. Did he bring it on purpose or on accident? I don't know. Probably on purpose because everyone thinks that shit's not gonna happen to them. But he says he claims that he was forced to sign a confession in Arabic despite not speaking the language. And in this case, I would say like, yes, you were forced to sign a confession because you don't speak Arabic. Right? So yeah, but like you did it. Like you have the 4 cartridges. Like it's a forced confession in the sense that like you don't want to confess to it and you want to fight it somehow. But this is not the United States. It's not the UK where like, oh, you have a good lawyer, we'll make these charges go away by whatever this process. It's like, bro, you brought cannabis to a Muslim country and now you're in trouble. Do I think that's stupid? Do I think that's a crazy unnecessary sentence? Yes. But I wouldn't go to Dubai. So, and if I went to Dubai for some reason, man, I would go with nothing on me, bro. I'll be like, y'all can't even say that I brought something in my bag because I didn't even come with a bag, bro. I will wear like a stringer too. Wouldn't even wear a shirt. Cause like, what if they try to say like I taped the weed bag inside of my shirt? I'll be like, bro, I got a see-through vest on, see-through shorts. Then they might lock me up for indecency. I don't know, man. It's tough. What do I do? I was forced to pay my bills today. It's the 20th, bro. What bills are you paying? Bro, I just read about a dude getting 25 years and you said Dubai is chill. And Dubai is relatively chill compared to other Muslim countries. But it is still a Muslim country. It does still have harsh sentences. Yeah, like I said, I've seen people get super high sentences for similar stuff, like I said, being lesbians, whatever. Like, should you get a life sentence for being a lesbian? Probably not. But you're in Dubai. Honestly, Dubai is a haven for criminals. Like, that place is full of huge drug dealers, sex traffickers, whatever. If you actually like take a look at Dubai, bro, and I don't want to talk about this too much, but like that shit is not. It's not a place for regular people. It's extremely rich people there. They got some fancy stuff. Everything else is shit. Like watch someone on YouTube like walk around that place and watch them show like how unwalkable it is, how like not cool it is outside of the one little area that's cool. Like it's a weird little place, man. It's kind of a place that you go just to say like I'm rich as fuck. Unrelated, but I was surprised that those 2 people from South Carolina survived after being kidnapped in Matamoros. I don't think I was too surprised. You know, the cartel is like ruthless, right? And even saying the cartel, that's what I was about to say. People talk about the cartel like it's just like one entity, but you know, essentially like a cartel is a gang, right? And cartels can be ruthless But they operate just like any other gang. Like, if I don't have to kill you, why should I, right? And from what I understand, these people went down there and they were buying drugs because they were going to drive them back up and sell them at a lower price or higher price, whatever. I can't think straight, but yeah, I just woke up from a nap. A higher price, so that they could make money, and they had done it before. So I think between them and they said that Haitians are doing something similar. I think they got confused for some Haitian drug dealers, but they were buying drugs too, whatever. They were just trying to stop that. They were trying to kill a drug dealer. I think when they realized what was happening and they were like, "Yo, who the fuck is this? Why is the U.S. coming after us and trying to get them back?" I think they were like, "Yo, throw them out on the street. I don't. I'm not trying to deal with this. Like, I was just trying to stop them from making money on our territory. Like, that's it." And even man, I wonder if I can find this interview. Now this is gonna be a shot in the dark. There was a bodybuilder a long time ago, and I can't even think of his name. But man, you talking about a crazy story. First, let me search for it. Matter of fact, let me tell you about it first, and I'll search for it afterwards. He was a bodybuilder. He took a lot of gear. So he lived in Mexico, and he was selling this gear. But like, he had a house in Mexico. He had a bank account in Mexico. You remember him? You already know where I'm going with this, right? He, yes, someone somehow found out about everything that he was doing and told like this local cartel that he probably had $1 million in a safe and blah blah blah. He gets kidnapped by the cartel. And he's held for a long time, bro. Like, he's held with multiple other people. And, like, they're like, "Yo, yeah, you already know this story, bro. I don't even have to tell it." But basically, he was kidnapped by the cartel. And I think they might have planned to kill him eventually, but he escaped. Like, people think, like, they're just, like, some mindless dudes that are like, "Oh, we see someone that we think should die. Let's shoot them with an AK-47 right now 100 times." But, like, they make money, they sell drugs, like, they have brains, so they're not gonna just kill you instantly if they think that they can make more money. Like I said, were they planning to kill him? Probably, but he made it out. Okay, so I found that story, and honestly, he's a very good storyteller. He's a very intelligent dude. He was clearly still sauced up in that video because he was like telling the story with a sleeveless shirt on, and I was like, "Damn, this dude swole." So if you want to copy that link, obviously John has seen it already, but anyone else, if you want to copy that link and watch it later, or click off of my stream and watch it right now, it's like 45 minutes though. I think he will hold your attention. He's a good storyteller. It's a crazy story in itself, even if he wasn't a good storyteller. Yeah, he got kidnapped by the cartel, held captive, beat and other stuff, and he made it out. So they're not like some special forces shadow group that can't be like beaten or you can't escape from them sometimes. Speaking of which, let me answer Planet Moolah's question and I'll tell the story. I don't have ADD, but I be acting like it. Am I interested in going to any Muslim country? Egypt? Hell nah. Turkey? Hell nah. Yeah, no, it's just not my. It's not my thing, man. And I know what you're probably thinking. You're like, this dude doesn't want to go to Europe. He doesn't want to go to Muslim countries. I don't particularly want to go to Asia. Like, South America is like really the only place that I haven't traveled to. I really haven't traveled to Asia either, but like I said, I don't really have plans on going either. South America is just kind of the only thing that gets my attention, man. Does it have something to do with the demographics? It might. I get really put off by like seeing black people travel to Japan and these places, and I literally see like 50 people like touching their head and like taking pictures with them. I'm like, the fuck is that, bro? Like, I definitely don't want to experience that, bro. Like, even my best friend, he used to live in Korea, and he'll be like, yeah, there's not really that many black people in Korea, so like people kind of just stare at you no matter where you go, and I'm like, hell nah, bro. I have no desire to experience that. Some people like stuff like that. I will remember there's a dude on Twitter who went to Thailand and he was kind of like bragging about this, but I was like, bro, I don't want to experience fetishization. But he was like walking through the streets in Thailand and like all these girls were grabbing him and they're like, oh, I want BBC. Come here, come here. I want BBC. And I'm like, do you think that's cool, bro? Like, I don't know. I felt really weird watching the video. And he was just like pointing the camera at himself. He's like, they love us over here, man. You got to come over here. And I'm like, I don't want to go over there. I don't want to experience that at all, bro. Yeah, don't. You don't run a $1 billion organization for generations by accident. Low-key disrespectful how people act like they're intelligent. Yeah, exactly. I think that's just a human being thing, though, because they do the same thing with like, even when I was in the military, the way the military would talk about insurgents and all these people in the Middle East. I'm like, yeah, you know, they're like still people though, right? Like they have brains and they're really smart. That's how they're building bombs and blowing you the fuck up. You know what I mean? Like these dudes are constructing bombs out of the craziest stuff ever, bro. Like they're smart. They figure this stuff out and they hide these bombs well enough that we run straight into them. So how smart are we? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, but that's just like I said, it's kind of like a human thing. Like they figured out so much stuff in ancient Egypt, bro. Like, sometimes I wonder how. I think we talked about this on here before, but I wonder how indigenous people in ancient Egypt, and I guess that's my arrogance, but I'm like, how the fuck did they figure out that this had a healing property? Like, how many attempts did it take with this thing to say that, oh, this could cure you of this can help you with this? Was it an accident? Was there something from another plant that led them to believe that this plant could do the same thing? You know, in Egypt, like a long time ago, they figured out that hanging up wet cloths would fucking make the house cooler. Like they were just smart, bro. Like we've always been smart, but we like to think that we're a lot smarter now than they were back then. But really, it's just a different time period. I heard Thailand's chill, but never been. Saw that video. He was loving the attention. Yeah, like I said, that kind of attention, not for me. Top BBC stuff for British Broadcasting Company. Honestly, that shit's funny. You're funny for that. I can't tell if you're joking or not, but I love seeing like British tweets about the BBC because eventually someone makes a really funny sentence and they're not trying to, but it's hilarious. Oh, I think you are serious, Rolando. I think you're talking about when you were a kid or something. I had the exact opposite experience. I didn't know that it was British Broadcasting Company until I was like a teenager. So the first time I ever saw it in a professional setting, I was like, ooh. Okay, now what was I gonna say earlier before I got distracted by my own ADT? Talking about Larry Pollock. Damn, see? Lost myself, bro. Can't even remember what I was gonna say. But I think it had to do with cartels. Does anyone remember the sentence I started before I addressed Planet Mullah's questions about Egypt and Turkey? Oh well. It was something about BBC. Um, yeah, I forgot. But yeah, anyways, like I said, lots of those people are smart, man. If y'all never seen the movie Lone Survivor, it's kind of a good. They have a good example of that. So that movie and the book that he wrote is a little bit of an embellishment, but it still happened. It happened in real life. But these Navy SEALs who are the most elite of the elite. If you don't know the story, essentially they were out looking for a target. They run into a little boy and an old man, and they're like, "Should we kill them or should we let them go back to their village?" And they're like, "If they go back to the village, they're gonna tell." They're gonna tell the Taliban, and they're gonna come after us. And they're like, "Bro, that shit's like 2 miles away. We don't have to kill them. Like, let's be good people. Let's let them go." And they're like, they take a vote, but ultimately it comes down to the leader who says, "Okay, let them go. We're miles away. We'll get back way before that person can get back and tell them, and they can get to us." This little kid books it, bro. He goes running, tells the Taliban. The Navy SEALs dudes, the four of them, they're running back home and they get caught like by like 30 of these dudes, and they're getting fucking shot. And one of the dudes is like, "Bro, are they faster than us? They can't be faster than us." And they're just like, "No, they're not faster than us." Like, matter of factly, like, it's a movie, but I guarantee you that conversation happened in real life, because that's just how Americans are, bro. Not even just Americans, that's how human beings are. We're very, like, we are the best. This is the best that it gets right now. We're better than every version of us before, or whatever. And they talk like that all the time, bro. In our training and shit like that, we have the best military in the world, and no one trains like us, and we train when it's raining and blah blah blah. And I'm like, bro, we live in America. There's no way that we're training in worse conditions than someone in a third world country. I'm sorry, we're not. Like, no matter what you tell yourself, we're not. And so we get this idea that everyone else in the rest of the world is inferior to us, and they couldn't keep up with us in physical stuff, nor mental stuff, nor whatever. They're spiritually inferior. They believe in this God. They're mentally inferior. They don't have our education. They're physically inferior. They don't train as hard as us. And so, yeah, you dehumanize them. Obviously, that helps you kill them, right? But not just that. Like I said, it's very arrogant. And when they keep up with you, you're the one that's going to be fucked up. They're not underestimating you. They think that you're elite. And they're like, we need to we need to run as fast as possible. We need to kill them right now. They're planning on that. And you're planning on them not catching up to you. Yeah, especially people who have been fighting since they were children. Exactly. Like, these dudes, that's why they're insurgents. Their dad and their grandpa got blown up or killed. And it's like, I'm going to avenge my family. I will live every day fighting until I get to see an American in a uniform, and I'm going to blow his ass up. Did I hear about Adam 22? Adam 22. Oh, Adam 22's wife. Yeah, I saw it too. Not like I watched the whole thing or anything, but I saw the video. I just think the dude's a cuck, not in a bad way. I don't care what he does with his life, but I think he enjoys everything surrounding the situation. Like, he makes jokes about it every single day. He interviewed the dude that banged his wife, Jason Love, and like, I think he likes it, bro. I think he has like a humiliation kink. I tweeted that because, like, he tweets memes where, like, he tweeted a meme where it was like a white dude and a white woman sleeping together, and inside the white woman you could see a black kid, and he's like, "Who said this was me? Ha 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 ha." And I'm like, yeah, bro, I think you like humiliation. Like, that's his thing. So he's like getting something out of us making fun of him. So I'm like, I'm not participating in your kink. I'm not about to help you jack off, bro. Hi, Kenny. Oh, are you saying hi and then you're Kenny? Kenny Rivera? Let's look at your page. Kenny, you don't got no videos, no information on your page. But what's up though, Kenny? I used to think BBC was British Columbia, Canada. Jalen actually taught me what it meant. Oh yeah, that's true. Adam's reaction when Love said he wouldn't allow that to his wife. Now that shit was hilarious because this dude just banged your wife and he's like, yeah, it's fine that you let people bang your wife. And, personally, I wouldn't do that. But I'm just like, dang, the dude that just cooked your wife said he wouldn't let his wife do that. How does that feel? But whatever, people's boundaries are people's boundaries. Like I said, I'm not participating in that shit. I'm not helping him participate in that shit. If that's what he wants to do, bro, that's his life. I'm gonna try to stay as far away from his life as possible. And the other thing too is like we're helping him make money by spreading that shit. Even by talking about it right now, I'm helping him make money because inevitably someone in this chat that doesn't know what's going on is gonna go search Adam22, watch his wife get power drived by some 12-inch dick, and make him an extra $5. So, But that's, I think I tweeted that this morning. Like the greatest, I would say one of the smartest things that was ever invented was like someone just realizing that controversy could make them money. All you have to do is make a false claim or say something like very, very intentionally just controversial, and you're guaranteed to get attention because people are so prideful that they can't not talk about stuff. Let's just use me for an example. Let's use, General Jalen. Some coach named Jalen. Some dude says the best exercise in the world is bicep curls. You don't ever need to squat, just do bicep curls, blah, blah, blah. I could just scroll past that shit, bro. This dude has no followers. No one's listening to him. He's skinny. But the pride in me is like, I need to let everyone else know that I'm smart and this is my profession and I'm superior to this dude. I'm superior to them. And I'll be like, ha, ha, ha. This is so dumb. Don't listen to people like this. The king exercise for testosterone is this, and that's been proven by these medical journals and blah, blah. Now what I just did, whether I got myself attention or not, I just got this dude. Everyone on my following list is now going to look at him. So I just got this dude hella extra views, and inevitably, either because they want to see him fail or they kind of believe in him, some of my followers are going to follow him, and they're going to share that shit, and they're either going to like try to act morally superior again or intellectually superior or whatever, or they're going to share it and talk shit. And that's going to happen 100,000 times, and this dude's going to have 100,000 views, and 5 years from now he's going to have a profile that has hella subscribers, and I'm just going to be like, I remember that dude. How is he famous? Because I shared his shit. Phil said it was whack. His wife is probably spreading something. Probably not. Those stars, bro, they get tested. You're supposed to anyways. Like, if it's your profession, why would you not get tested? You wouldn't have a long career if you weren't getting tested because you would get something. They be fucking. Before I was married to Axel, would I consider dating an adult star or dancer? Nah, that's not my kind of lifestyle, bro. I wouldn't have been talking to one to get married to one, if that makes sense. Like, how would I have met them? Like, I guess I could have met them in a gym or something like that. But no, not my lifestyle, bro. I've never even been to a strip club. In my 31 years of life, I've never stepped foot in a strip club. Not even one time. Nothing about adult dancing is appealing to me. I literally don't understand it. I don't judge people that do it. I don't judge people that go. But I'm just like, bro, why would I go throw money at someone that dance, bro? I can literally pull that shit up on my laptop if I really wanted to look that bad. Like, don't understand. Now, I have heard the strip clubs in Dallas got crazy good wings. Now, that is the way that you probably would get me to go. If you're like, yo, this strip club, it's not about the strip club. The wings are crazy, bro. You've never tasted wings like this. I kind of want to taste the wings. And I'll probably be that one dude up in there that's like, nah, I'm just here for the wings. And they're like, yeah, sure, bro, me too. And I'll be like, no, like for real, I'm just here to try the wings. I swear. Phil said wings confirmed. Nah, yeah, I'm not even joking, bro. So many people in Dallas have told me the wings in the strip clubs are crazy good, bro. Axa, that's me. I have no idea what Adam is. I'll tell you when you get home. It's the dumbest shit ever. Sierra had a dick. The new Big Mac has more sauce on it. Dave, what are you talking about? Who is eating Big Macs still, bro? Are you eating Big Macs? I said I had a friend that worked at a club in SA. No, I didn't. Are you talking about Twin Peaks? That's not a strip club, bro. That's a restaurant. That's literally a restaurant. It's not like what I'm saying where like the strip club has wings. Twin Peaks has food and they have girls that have like I can't even explain it. It's like a flannel where you can still see like a lot of titties and like really short shorts. But it's a restaurant though. Like people bring their families there and shit. Why? I don't know. But yeah, Twin Peaks is like Hooters. It's a play on words because the logo is two mountains, so Twin Peaks, but it's also titties. My homegirl was a stripper. That's a crazy life. I feel like all professions like that, it's good when it's good and it's bad when it's bad. It's like drug dealing, right? You get the new supply, everyone's lined up at the trap house. That's a good day. But like there's the days when they don't sell nothing, bro. Like no one is trying to get high except like super crackheads. And also like depending on where you're at. I know for a fact the strippers in this area, they can't be touching no money, bro, because this is not a place like that. You know what I mean? Like if you're in Atlanta or something, you probably get hella bread. I've seen them have like $2 million in ones on their floor. They're like pushing it with brooms and stuff. But in like Spanaway, where there's hella just meth, bro, there's no way those strippers are getting money. I went to Twin Peaks in Little Rock. Wings were good. No, Twin Peaks is good. It's a good restaurant. That's what I'm saying. And so with Planet Moolah, I was thinking of, I was talking about this girl, Donica, that I used to know. I mean, I still know her. I just don't really talk to her anymore. But me and my best friend used to go eat at Twin Peaks, and she would always be our server. And like, she, I'm not about to imitate her voice, but she would talk to like all the other tables in like a super high voice, and like that shit pisses me off. I just feel like I'm being disrespected. I'm like, yo, I'm about to tip you regardless. Like, can you talk to me in a normal voice? And she would literally like chill out and just like sit down with us and talk to us in her normal voice and whatever. So we became cool. And then she would tell me about like how much money she made and like how she was using it to pay for school and stuff like that. But like I said, all of that shit is good when it's good, but that shit comes with a price, bro. Like she had to walk out with police every night because like those dudes would be like waiting at her car and shit, bro. That's not a life I would want to live. That's all I can say. I don't care what other people do with their lives. Yo, bro, you doing DoorDash tonight or what? Those some thirsty dudes waiting for a waitress to walk out to her car. It's a lot of them, man. That shit happens a lot, bro. Probably a lot more than you think. Like, these are like, bro, we would see like 50-year-old dudes up in there. Motherfuckers got their wedding rings on. Like, I'm talking about dropping like, putting like a $600 tip on the table. And she's like, thank you. And he's just like, yeah, of course, anything for you. And like standing around like awkwardly, bro. And she's like, okay, see you tomorrow. Because they would come every day, bro. And he'll be like, all right, just standing there, bro. We'll be like, bro, hurry up. We trying to get our food, bro. Get out of here. And like, motherfucker be walking all slow and hanging out at the door and stuff. I'm like, bro, go home to your family or like whatever, bro. I don't know, man. That shit's weird, bro. I don't know what kind of life people be living that they get to 50 years old and like they want to hang out and like poach 19-year-olds. I don't know, man. People be living some crazy lives. Yeah, my friend paid for her college, but she had to fight a few times for her money. I'm guessing you're talking about actually fighting, not metaphorically. Either way, it's still crazy. First time I saw a girl like almost naked when I was 10, my tío took landscaping summer vacation, and in the morning he gave me $20 for coffee, and I know it was a bikini barista. I didn't know. It was hella awkward. Bro, I don't know if you know this because you're from here, but did you know bikini baristas are not a thing anywhere else? Bro, I had no idea what that shit was till I moved up here. And that shit's mad awkward, bro. Like, I'm like, yo, they just serving coffee in bikinis? That's mad weird. I actually be going to the titty coffee people.
Oh my god, shut up.
she tried to act like she didn't know.
No, I didn't know. I was so pissed. Y'all.
Yeah, anyway, she gets titty coffee.
No, now I have to tell the story. Scoot over.
Don't knock the thing over.
Scoot over.
Don't knock the mic over.
So this is what happened. I go to my usual coffee spot. Okay? Just another day. And then I'm like, no. I'm like, what the fuck is taking so long? The line's never this long. Anyway, I get to the front and the girl has her nipples out. And I'm like, whoa, hi, how are you? She's like, just imagine your usual coffee shop, fully clothed, nothing. Everything's normal. And out of nowhere, you see nipples. And the girl's like, oh, I can cover them if you want. And I was like, at this point, I'm just like, well, I already fucking saw your nipples. And now you feel uncomfortable. So now I feel even more uncomfortable. And I was like, yeah, great. First of all, I already think tipping for coffee is stupid to begin with, but I'll give you $1 max. Absolute max. She was going to get $1 max out of me. I will not tip for more than that. I'll like, you giving a show, that's on you. I'm not paying for that stupid shit. Okay? And yeah, and I fucking hate it. And now I don't go there ever again because of that experience.
She didn't know.
Shut up.
I'm just saying, she told me about it. I was like, what's the name of it? I looked that shit up. I saw straight titties and
Bruh,
OnlyFans accounts.
I went there for months and months, and that never happened. Ever. Planet Moolah, you're about to get blocked. That shit.
Did you tip her $1?
I tipped her $1, yes.
I was like titties.
Oh my god. That's stupid. I hate y'all. How did this come up?
I don't even remember. We're talking about strippers.
He gave me $20 for coffee, and it was a bikini barista. Oh yeah, they're pretty much nude over here.
But I was just telling him, like, remember how I was telling you, like, that's just not a thing anywhere else? Like, Rolando said, where is
it's
this
literally
at?
everywhere.
Rolando's
It's
about
everywhere.
to come up there right now.
It's everywhere. Probably not Eastern Washington, more so Western Washington.
Rolando, look up bikini baristas. Oregon.
Trying to fly in for
Oregon.
coffee.
It's like the Pacific Northwest.
Yo, that's the most thirsty
so
shit
Oregon
I've ever
and Washington,
seen.
bro, like I'm telling you, bro, like literally, it's not even a mile away from our house. It's a coffee stand. If you looked at it, you would just say, "Oh, I'd love to get some coffee." You'll drive up to the window, titties in your face, bro. There's just girls in bikinis that serve coffee. It's a real thing up here, bro. Like when people used to say baristas, I thought they were talking about like Starbucks, bro. And so people will be like it would be like old ass dudes that I would train or whatever, and I'd be like, "Yep, after this, I'm gonna go see my favorite barista," and I'm like, "I fucking got a favorite barista at Starbucks? That's weird, bro." Like, I didn't know what they was talking about. I didn't know that was a thing. Then I started slowly figuring it out because like that shit would like pop up on Instagram or something like that, and I'm like, "Yo, why this girl got a bathing suit on at the coffee stand? That's crazy." Orlando said, "Call what?" He getting his Google search ready, boy. Bikini barista. So type in bikini.
And bikini is a very loose term.
Yeah, they be naked, bro.
Literally, like.
At this point, yeah, I think it's evolved even from when I got here because like that shit, like they just be porn stars to be honest.
Literally, like when I went, this bitch had her nipples out, like nothing covering, and she just had a straight up a thong, and her nipples out, and I was like, I don't even know what this is. This is not a bikini. So there's actually a lawsuit that happened here as far as hygiene and shit goes and prostitution.
The stripper, or I mean the bikini baristas won.
Yeah, so there was a lawsuit for the same shit. But yeah, because Washington's so fucking liberal, they're like, I don't know how they won, but they won. Nah, sweating all in my coffee.
They're not sweating. They don't got no clothes on. They
Yeah, I was
cold as
gonna
hell.
say they're probably nipping. they're nipping hard. But yeah, I don't want your butt particles around my coffee. So.
Bro, I'll be up at like 4:30 in the morning to go to work, and if I go get gas, I just see some girl like pretending like she's cleaning the fucking like whiteboard or writing something, like with basically no clothes on. I'm like, bro, it's like 30 degrees outside. I know she cold as shit.
You're a pervert.
You're so stupid. She the one that goes to the spot and she gonna call me a pervert. They probably know her by first name. That's probably why her titties was out in the first place. She was like my favorite customer.
First of all, I was wondering for so long. I'm like, why are these lines so fucking long? Why are they taking so long? I was like, I swear it's only 2 cars. I was like, how much coffee could you possibly be ordering? And I'd be like, you know what? I'm not in a rush. Normally when I go get coffee, I give myself ample time so I don't feel stressed. And I was like, you know what? I'm here. I'm early. It's cool. Come to find out, these motherfuckers being perverts.
Yeah, that
I
shit
just wanted
mad
some coffee.
funny because like I go to the gas station, I get chips or whatever, and the coffee stand's right next to it. So people will see me pull up to the gas pump, and they'll be about to go get their coffee, but they'll like pull out of the line and wait because they think I'm going to get coffee, and they don't want to be in front of me because then they'll be rushed. So they think. They like wait until I'm about to drive away, and then they pull up to the coffee stand.
You know the funniest shit too? I remember one time a truck pulled up to the coffee shop, and then I pulled up like literally like 0.2 seconds after, and the truck just drove around, and they went right behind me.
Yeah, because
And
they were like, nah, I want to sit here at
I
the
was
window.
so confused. I was like, thank you for giving me your sponsor. I was like, ladies first. No, men are just perverts and they're dirty.
If the coffee's a little sticky, I'm throwing it out. Hey man, milk is milk.
Ew. No, milk is not milk. No,
It all
is
comes
not.
from titties. What you
No.
mean?
I want cow titties. So strictly cow titties.
You're sicko. She said she want cow titties, y'all.
I'd rather fucking suck it out of a cow's udder than get another coffee served by
Oh
them.
my god. Did Washington legalize all drugs?
First of all, okay, y'all be really thinking Washington is wild. Like, 'cause that is just a wild statement to say.
Well, Oregon did.
Legalized all drugs?
Yeah.
Okay, what do we mean by all?
Like all of them.
cocaine?
Yeah.
No, I don't believe that.
Okay, let's clarify something. Legalized means that you won't be criminalized for having it. Selling it
Oh,
is still
okay.
a crime.
Okay. So I could have cocaine on me and I'll be good?
More or less, yes. If it doesn't look like you're trying to sell it.
But if you're brown or black, you automatically look like you're trying to sell it.
Maybe. I think it turns into a quantity thing at that point.
That makes sense.
But
that
yeah,
makes
Oregon
sense.
legalized that shit. It's legal in
wild.
Portugal too. That's what we were talking about earlier. We were talking about drugs in Portugal.
No, only weed's legal here, y'all.
I would fact check that. She says stuff like she's really confident. That doesn't mean it's true.
No, I
Someone
would have
can Google
heard.
it. I can guarantee.
I would have heard about it if this is my state. I'm pretty up with the laws here.
Someone Google it, please. Trust me. I've lived with her long enough to know that just because she's confident, actually, when she's confident, is probably when you need to check.
I'm not confident about this.
But yeah, she didn't even know that it was legal in Oregon. They make those jokes all the time. They're like, I'm gonna go to Oregon and fucking shoot up some meth, and I'm like,
Sounds pretty dope.
but But yeah, as long as it's not intent to distribute, you're good.
Interesting. Completely legal. Phil, I need you to use full sentences because I don't know what you're saying, dog. Y'all ain't done meth before. Can't say I have. Cannot. This guy's a meth head, so we already know he's done it.
I mean, you took the original Jack 3Ds, you probably are a meth head.
What's Jack D3?
It was a pre-workout.
Oops.
That was crazy.
I'm gonna watch the replay. Oh, I didn't get it.
Low key,
Interesting.
what? Playing that Mulan?
Yeah. I'm gonna need y'all to use specific, real
They reply in
sentences.
real time, and they think that we're gonna know what they're replying to. But sometimes, it's like if everyone replies at the same time, you don't know what they're saying.
It was pre-workout that shouldn't have been sold. Oh, okay, yeah, definitely. You've done meth if you've done that, yeah. I can't take any kind of pre-workout. It's like I'm doing meth. If my body's mad sensitive to that shit.
You're feels that it's fun.
Adderall isn't far off.
Oh yeah, Adderall is legit meth. Like it really is.
It's like
It's prescribed
it's
meth.
medical meth.
Yeah. I love that meme that's like it's like a mask and it says Adderall and it's like let's see who you really are under here and then it lifts
That's
up.
the Scooby Doo.
Nah, it's the different one. It says like and then it says meth under there and it's like yeah, let's leave this on.
It's legal to shoot up heroin in Washington from Tacoma up the I-5 corridor to Everett.
See? Told you.
I feel like you're just saying that based off of the homeless population in that area.
Or it's just legal.
It's not legal.
This is a liberal state.
We're not about to be fucking legalizing heroin. That's wild.
Yes, because if you're liberal, you believe that drug addiction shouldn't be criminalized because you put them in a worse position. So it's like it should be, they shouldn't get charged with a crime for doing it. Like the police officers are not gonna see them with heroin and be like, "You're good, go ahead." They're gonna take it probably, but
No, it's facts. First of all, I'm gonna need to see this myself because I don't trust none of y'all. Grabbing my phone.
half of Seattle is on fentanyl right now. I mean, that's probably true. As long as you're not selling, just possession and usage is illegal, yeah. She's not gonna believe it until she sees it. And she probably still won't believe it. Alright, we done talking about drugs or what? These lives get interesting, man. We be talking about some random shit. If you're up in here and you haven't liked this live, that's pretty crazy. I mean, we could DoorDash again, but
You buying?
I'm on my phone when I get off. To circle back, I might have to. I can't see the comment. Check out Twin Peaks. Yeah, bro, you're in Texas. Go check it out, bro. I haven't been to Twin Peaks in a really long time because I've been in Washington. But when I was there, Twin Peaks was good, bro. They used to have like, what did I used to order? It's like some burger. I always get burgers everywhere. Pick me as your dasher? I don't even know how we would do that. Listen, if Ox is ordering it, you don't want to be the dasher, bro, because she don't be tipping. Now me, I be leaving crazy tips. I like the DoorDashers be in disbelief. Like, did you mean to click this? I was like, hell yeah, bro.
I tip $4, okay?
$4 for $100 order.
Okay, I feel like the amount doesn't matter. You're just gonna pick up the food regardless. I'm not ordering a buffet.
I agree. I just be tipping just to tip. I'll be like, these dudes had a hard day, man. Just slide them $10.
Here's what I do. I used to tip a lot, but then these motherfuckers would leave my food on the side of the road. The fuck? No. And then these motherfuckers would sometimes put it, like, give it to the wrong person.
That's facts.
The wrong fucking door.
Listen, if y'all don't follow me on Instagram, like 2 weeks ago, I ordered breakfast for us from Refuel Cafe, and the dasher was like, "Hey, I'm here," and I was like, "All right, I'm about to come down the elevator right now," and she was like, "Don't worry about it. I gave it to your son," and she put a smiley face, and I was like, "Bitch, I don't have a son. What are you talking about?" And she gave my food to somebody else that was pretending to be my son at a different apartment, bro. I was so fucking mad, bro.
I give $4 as the bare minimum. And if you actually do some good shit, like hand the food to me how I asked, with no stupid shit happening, which it's not that fucking hard to deliver it to someone's hand, then I'll give you more.
Bro, your name's Glock Leather on DoorDash. Hey, if I didn't know you and somebody's name was Glock Leather, bro, I wouldn't pick up.
Cancel my order.
I'll be like, this motherfucker about to rob me when I pick up the food, bro. I had my stuff stolen twice. Yeah, it's hilarious now, but I was pissed. I was like, I don't have a son. What are you talking about? I was so mad, bro. She was like, you don't? I'm like, no.
Yeah, the motherfuckers be wildin'. Like, and then what's worse is our area don't have a connection that good. So
yeah, when you get up in here, like when they come to deliver the food, you will not be able to contact them. Like, I don't know what it is. Some little area right when you drive in, there's no cell phone service.
Yeah.
So either they're smart and they figure it out, or they're lazy and they just give up and just leave that shit on the floor. And when they drive away and get connection again, they're like, they upload the picture.
I remember one time, this motherfucker handed me the wrong food. And I was like, hey, this is Sarah's. And I'm not Sarah. He's like, you're not Sarah? And I was like, no. And then he's like, okay. So he takes the food and then he just drives off. And I was like, hello? And he's like, oh, I'm going to go get your food back. This motherfucker never came back. And it was already like 9:30 p.m. So everything was fucking closed. And I was like, so I'm fucking hungry. And now I'm pissed. And I'm annoyed now. So, y'all fucking DoorDashers, I feel like it's not a hard job, personally.
Well, let's see if he says something back to that. He has a 4.95 rating. That's pretty good.
Alright, Black Leather, you might be the exception to the rule. I might tip you $5.
Planet Moolah, you saw us get DoorDash one time, but you're going to accuse us of not grocery shopping, bro? Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Listen, we used to DoorDash a lot. But we stopped.
We really did.
And yesterday was like the first time we DoorDashed in a long time.
In a long time. And now we're about to do it 2 days in a row. But yeah, we do grocery shop. It's a better...
Wait. Who does grocery shopping?
We.
Who's we?
We.
What do you define as grocery shopping?
We're one entity because we're married, so...
This motherfucker, I can't remember the last time he stepped in the fucking grocery store. Ask him the last time he stepped in the grocery store. Don't
even worry about it. Nah, when I made those steaks. Remember when I made those?
It was like 2 months ago.
Yeah. So you do remember the last time I stepped in a grocery store?
That was like 2 months ago.
You said you don't remember the last time I stepped in a grocery store.
That's a long ass fucking time.
So you remember though?
No.
Yeah, you do.
I run shit on DoorDash. Okay, well, tell your coworkers to get their shit together.
But yeah, Planet Moolah, we really try to limit DoorDash because honestly, that shit is not a good deal. Like, hey, bro, you could order like just a regular ass meal. You paying $40, bro. Like, you can get 5 meals out of that if you go grocery shopping or more.
Personally, I like to eat healthy in general, or I guess nutrient-dense foods. But when I'm really fucking lazy...
We can still try to eat healthy on DoorDash, though, sometimes.
Yeah.
Like that Refuel Cafe, that's healthy, but she gave it to my son, so... Yeah. You ordering, though?
Yeah. What do you want to eat? Don't say anything.
If you... Oh, you said, what do I want to eat? I don't know. You can hand me the phone. escort company called HorrorDash. That's actually a good idea, but that would have resulted in a lot of sexual assaults probably.
HorrorDash. That's rude.
No, it's horror in a good way.
Oh, okay. I love it.
I used to Uber Eats when I lived in an apartment when I didn't want to lose my spot. Oh, that makes sense.
What do you mean?
Because he wouldn't have a designated spot. Like, you drive away, you won't have a parking spot.
I used to Uber Eats when I lived in an apartment.
Bro, I literally just read that, and I answered your question.
I just don't understand it.
He didn't want to lose his spot.
So why would he DoorDash? Wouldn't he just sit in the spot?
That's why he's doing it, so he doesn't have to drive to go get food. Right?
Wait, your parking spot? Or what spot?
I assume that's what he's talking about, his parking spot. That's why he would Uber Eats instead of going to a grocery store or something.
Oh! I get it.
It's because he said, now, I'm like, I'm going to get it.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Okay, yeah, he said I'm right. Normal.
It's like 1 out of 1,000 times.
Normal.
That makes sense. Looking for parking sucks.
Yeah, I forgot because we pay that fucking $75 a month for each parking spot. I forgot. Like, every apartment I lived at before here, you don't have a designated parking spot.
I would rather compete than pay the money, though.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. It is nice, though, like, pulling up and knowing that my spot's going to be there.
And then, I don't know why I have the worst luck of all time, but motherfuckers love parking in my paid spot. This ain't never happened to Jalen, like, ever in his whole time living here.
Hey, remember when I told y'all that ghosts know who to frighten and dogs know who to bark at? It's the same shit. These motherfuckers know not to park in my spot.
Bro. Oh, I was about to start break, and then he tried to make fun of me, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna break their shit right now. I was like, you think I'm a bitch? They think I'm some hoe you can fuck with? And I had to calm myself down. I was like, you know what, Jalen? I was like, Jalen, stop talking. You're about to make me do some ratchet shit right now. So.
They would not.
I was so.
No, honestly.
You was hyping me up.
First of all, I'm about to say some shit and it's going to sound crazy because I really don't understand it. But she had a blind lady that would park next to her. This shorty, like, she was blind. Like, she had 2 dogs. You know what I'm talking about? Remember the old lady? Yeah.
Of course, she parked in my spot all the fucking time.
Like, she literally couldn't see. And I'd be like, how can she drive? Like, I don't know how legal blindness works or whatever, but she shouldn't have been driving. She would be parked in, like, half of Axel's spot and half of her spot. Mm-hmm. And then, like, when she would walk in the hallway with her dogs, she couldn't really see. So she'd be like, sorry, and, like, run straight into you.
Okay, and let me clarify. I was not including her in the motherfuckers, okay? If she's blind.
No, yeah, this was random people that were parking her.
I was like, hold on, I was like, I'm not doing no anti-disabled people stuff. Like, I accepted that she was sometime gonna cross over. But random ass motherfuckers would love to park in my spot.
I don't care that she's disabled. I treat all people the same. If you driving, you need to figure out how to park in your spot.
I mean, yeah.
He said you fighting the blind out there. No, you can't opt out of valet trash. That's the dumbest part. Like, they charge that shit no matter what. So then that makes you think, like, yeah, we better use it because.
And the motherfuckers, he can be like, it's too heavy. I can't lift the bag of trash.
Yeah. I low-key wanted to go out there and just be like, is this too heavy for you?
Oh, I'd be thinking that all the time. When I see him, I walk him around, my dog around the same time he be coming. And I want to be like, hey, so what's your max? Like, because I'm pretty sure this ain't close to it. And if it is, we need to get you in the race.
We should go out there and be like, ooh, PR trash can lift. Like, good job. No,
bro, he's not a small dude. I literally took a video. Let me see if I have it, actually.
Yo, related note, my best friend is the manager of one of those trash valet services. So, like, he hires people and he runs entire locations, right? So if you're anywhere near Austin, San Antonio, and you're like, I need a job that's decent paying, hit me up.
What's decent paying? Let's get specific.
I mean, for the job that you're doing, picking up trash, I think they make like $50K or something, $40K, something like that.
Okay, $50K to $40K, that's a big damn jump.
Not in Texas. Here it is.
Oh, okay.
40K in Texas is straight.
Is it? Wait, can y'all confirm this? Because I don't
40K?
40K in Texas is good.
I said it's straight. I didn't say it was good.
Okay, is it straight, y'all? Because 40K here is gonna have you struggling.
Bro, when I lived in San Antonio, my apartment's rent was $700. Times have changed because that was like 15 years ago. But I guarantee you can get apartment for. See, Phil said depends on where, but yeah, it's straight.
Y'all got some.
Look at Planet
shit
Moolah,
going on.
40K in Texas. You could call me Bill Gates.
Yo.
I told
Yo,
you.
y'all about to convince me to move. Stop playing games.
That's literally why we're moving to Colombia. See, look, 40K in the South, you doing okay. Yo, I've been trying to convince her this for like 5 years now.
I literally was, last year I was making 84K and I was like, not struggling, but I was like, damn. I mean, I have to budget. That shit's whack.
Bro, 84K combined with my income,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
that's what I'm
not-
saying. That's how I convinced her to move to Colombia. Because, like, so in Texas, it's less apparent, right? We're like, oh, could you live off of 40K? Could you blah, blah, blah? But, like, with Colombia, it's, like, super obvious. It's like, oh, the rent is, like, $300. The food, a meal is, like, $1.50. Like, obviously, it's easier to live there. But I think when we go there, it's going to be easier to convince her to go to Texas. Because I'm going to be like, yo, it's going to be a little more expensive than this. But you still don't need to make fucking 80K to live in Texas.
Yeah.
But,
That's
yeah.
wild.
I've been trying to tell you that. That's why I'll be like, up here, I'm like, yo, why is everything so expensive? I don't understand.
Wow.
Bro.
I could have been rich in Texas.
I mean, you probably wouldn't have got paid 84K in Texas, but
No,
you.
because I was working for Bill Gates. I would have.
But he wouldn't have been in Texas. That's what I'm saying. But that's what I used to be trying to tell you. I'll be like, yo, LA Fitness basically pays the trainers there the same price that they pay us.
That's wild.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm not getting paid that much here before I took this job. And everything kept rising up. Remember, our rent kept going up and
Yeah.
shit. That's why I was like, I gotta leave this job. Like, this is
I
crazy.
remember when I first got the last job with Bill Gates. Our like everything just went up by $1,000 in a matter of like 3 months.
Damn, look at that. I told you. That's what my shit was like
I
in
was
San
renting
Antonio.
a 3-bedroom with front and backyard for $750, but that's North Carolina.
I told you. That's how San Antonio was
That's
for me
wild.
too. It's just something that you like. She was born and raised here for the most part. She went to college somewhere else, but like she like can't. It doesn't make sense to her. But I'm from Texas, so like when I came up here, I'm like, what do you mean like 1,300? I was like, that's insane, bro. And then my rent was $385.
Where's Denton?
It's like it's you could kind of think of it as Dallas, but it's not. But it's North
UNT?
Texas, University of North Texas.
Wait, stop playing games.
What?
Did you have roommates or was that just the whole rent? Because that don't make no sense.
It's Denton.
What is Denton? I don't know what Denton means.
There ain't nothing there. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like in Texas, if you're somewhere that's not like Houston or like the city of Dallas, nah, it was the full rent. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
That just don't make no sense.
No, it's because she's used to up here. People that are from Cali and Washington, they don't be understanding rent prices. That's what I'm trying to say. Like 5 years ago, I would have swore to God I would never pay $2,000 for rent. I would have literally just
when it went
been.
up to 400.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like me and Kendall, like we lived in a nice little spot, and I'll be like, is this shit really worth $685, bro? Like I'm like, I feel like it's a lot of money.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he's talking about a house. The South is getting more expensive. Yeah, but expensive in the South, when you compare that shit to up here, bro, it's still not expensive. That's what I'm saying. And you can still get similar pay in the South, depending on like what job you work. Like my job that I have right now, the government pays those dudes the same as they pay me.
That's
So I'm
fucking
like,
stupid.
yeah, I'm like,
That's
so I can go to El Paso and get 60, 65, 70K. And that shit's worth way more in El Paso than it is here.
That's fucking stupid.
Yep.
You know, I'm tired of this conversation. It's pissing me off.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa. Axel said no more rant, y'all. But yeah, that's our life, man. We're getting ripped off. That's why we're leaving. So that was the other thing. You know, I'm not gonna put too much of our private business out there, but that's the thing I was trying to get her to understand. Also, obviously, I have to convince myself too. Like, I don't need to take a remote job that pays exactly what I make right now because we're moving to Colombia. Like, literally, the cost of living is nowhere near the same. But it's weird to see like a job paying like I don't know, 30K, 35K, and just be like, oh yeah, I'll take that. I'm like, hell no, I'm not taking a job for 30K. But I don't live in a completely different spot, so it's like, why not? I don't know who was up in here yesterday, but I applied to this YouTube channel. I don't want to say their name because I didn't get the job yet, but they make YouTube videos about learning Spanish. I used to watch them when I was first learning, and yeah, they're hiring. They're trying to find someone that will make content for their channel for Spanish learning videos, like song analysis and movie and like show analysis, like like doing a little content creation. So I applied for that. That would be a cool gig if I could get that. They're only looking for someone to do like 20 to 30 hours a week, and I don't know if I price myself out because they asked what would be the best hourly rate for you, and they said put what you really want so we can decide if it'll be a good fit. And I'm like, well, I don't want to put some low shit. So I was like, I put like a whole explanation. I was like, I really don't want to work for less than $20 an hour, but depending on the hours required of me, I would. Especially like because I just don't think that job is that hard. So we'll see. We'll see. They're probably gonna get some fucking 19-year-old that's willing to work for $15 an hour, but I don't know. This has been a conversation. Damn, seeing this Literally application open just pissed me off. Can't believe they rejected me, bro. I thought I was smart. Does money make me happy? No, absolutely not. I do not care about money. But I do need money to survive, so I have to make money. You know what I mean? But that's why I do so much stuff for like for free or for for a discount or whatever. Because like that's not what drives me in life. Like it's just not. So if I can help someone for free, I will. If I can help someone at a discounted rate, I will. Obviously, like I said, sometimes I just can't, and I do have to charge people. But like if I like got an inheritance or something, if I found out today like Bill Gates was actually my grandpa or something, and he gave me $1 billion, I would run my business without charging anybody. I would just be like, yo, you're good. But as it stands, Bill Gates is not my grandpa. I don't think. If he is, that would be kind of weird. I'm a real one. I don't know, man. I think it's just the way I was raised. My parents didn't really teach me to value money. If you were on here last night, like my mom gives away a lot of her money. My dad's a super pious Muslim. He gives away a lot of his money too. He's definitely more cheap than me and my mom. But
Is it?
my dad?
Yeah.
Yeah, if my dad like gives you money, he probably wants it back at some point.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's not being cheap.
it is.
That's just getting your money back.
That's what I'm saying. Man, my mom will give money away and I expect it back. He don't do that often. You white, but you ain't that white. You don't know me, bro. You don't know me.
You don't know my name.
Don't make me pull up my ancestry report. You see all that European on there. Don't make me pull it up. What was I about to search? You don't know my name. I swear. Dang, you late, bro. Peace, though. We good today, man. We just talking about all kinds of random stuff, man. Colonizer. Yeah, I think I'm like 20% colonizer. It's pretty crazy. But that just means that, my ancestors got violated. So that's kind of sad. I need to do mine to find my whiteness. Yeah, bro. I mean, the only scary thing about ancestry tests is that you might find out that you have siblings and your dad was cheating on your mom. So you never know. Colonizer is nuts. Yeah, man. 19.6%. Honestly, I can't remember what my percent was. I don't know if I remember my I don't know if I remember my login. It's just saved on my phone, but I'll try to log in right now. I'll see if I can pull it up. Ancestry.com. That ain't no thing to me. I ain't do it. Alright. I put my email. I only use a couple passwords, so I feel like I could figure it out. Nope, sign in failed. Let's see. Sign in failed. If I get locked out of Ancestry, that would be crazy. I'll probably be the first person to ever get locked out of Ancestry.com. The fuck is my password? Oh, I typed my email address wrong. Now I gotta start over with my passwords. I think I got it, y'all. I got it. Okay. Let's look. Ooh. DNA. My DNA results summary. Damn, I'm linked up with this dude that look like Pitbull. Who the fuck is James Ferguson? All these white people on my matches, bro. This has changed since the last time I looked at it. The more people they add into it, it changes your results. So they're telling me now they've updated my results. So let's see. So my very top thing, 24%, Cameroon, Congo, and Western Bantu people, 24%, Nigeria, 23%, Ivory Coast and Ghana, 17%, Senegal, 8%, England and Northwestern Europe, 6%. Insane. Scotland, 4%. France, 3%. France! Ireland, 2%. Now, if I add all of those white places up, 2 plus 3, 5, 9, plus 6, 14. So that's about 14%. It's not that crazy. Bonjour. I got a maybe sister in Florida that looks more like my dad than I do. Did I get the highest tier ancestry thing? I don't know what that means, to be honest. I don't know. But now I gotta go back and look at this white dude that they're saying is my cousin, because he really looks like Mr. Worldwide, Pitbull.
Mr. Worldwide.
Okay, DNA matches. What if I'm related to Pitbull, y'all? I'll be like, cousin.
But you're not.
You don't know.
Who surely eats.
I can't see the phone. I don't know. I don't know. I got the test, and then I can see like extended family, like, and they're good too, cause I see Trey Mays the third. That's my cousin. I know for a fact that's my cousin, and I've never done anything to put them into this database, so they figured that out just from our blood. So now it's asking me to confirm which side, maternal side. Select Trey Mays' relationship to you. So my Aunt Tabitha is my mom's aunt. Oh no, wait, that's Trey Mays. That's the other Trey. Nah, I'm not doing this shit. I don't got time to think about this. I don't remember which Trey. No. Yeah, Trey Mays is Aunt Tabitha, because Trey Jackson is the other Trey. Which one?
I don't know. I told you.
Oh. We'll go healthy. Do they keep your DNA for other studies? I don't know if they wanna.
They
Probably.
sell that shit.
Probably. Panera? Hero Makers?
Panera kind of sounds good.
Potbelly? I like Potbelly. Okay, Panera. You want to pick yours first? Okay. But I guess, Phil, I would guess I probably have whatever the highest thing is. They be telling me they updated shit, and they be showing me more people and stuff. If they use my DNA for other studies, I hope they like clone me, because I'm trying to beat my clone's ass. Because I feel like.
You're not gonna beat your clone's ass.
Why not?
Because your clone's gonna be stronger.
How's he gonna be stronger? That's the whole point. That's exactly why I want a clone, so I could be like, how much dog do I really have in me? Because it'll be an evenly matched opponent. So it'll just be like, who's legitimately tougher? You know what I mean? I sent the tears. Yeah, I guess I'll look at them after I get off of this. Yeah, that reminds me. Remember that dude I told you that wanted to get into wrestling that I coached? Today he had failed a deadlift, and he was like, man, fuck this shit. And I was like, bro, you gotta lift. Like, you want to be a wrestler. If someone's like, if y'all have the same skill and they're a lot stronger than you, they're gonna fuck you up. And he's like, nah, cause I'm just gonna single leg them and blah 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 blah.
No, you got me trash.
Yeah. I was like, bro, you have to be strong. And I was telling him about Kyle Snyder and so Zayed and like how he just got.
Wait, you don't know who Kyle Snyder is?
Nah, he did, but I was like, did you watch that match? How he just got tossed around, bro? Like, you gotta be strong. Jalen Clone in the Super Soldier program. Man, I'll beat my clone's ass, bro. I just feel like there's nobody tougher than me in the world. Two Tempers would be a little scary. Maybe. I feel like if they make clones and they make my clone, I want to capitalize on it. I want to be like, I'm the first person in the world to box my clone in an exhibition match. Or a real fight. We could do UFC, because my clone wouldn't know about that shit either. He would know no grappling and stuff. I'd be like, let's go. I exist, bro. You and your clones weak. Feel you weak as hell. But, yeah, I would like to fight my clone. Just to see what happens. Like, would we throw the same combinations? Or... I don't really know how clones work. Technically, we would be living different lives at that point, so we would think differently. We would just have the same physical traits. Anyways, back to my cousin. If my mom's aunt has a son, is that my second cousin? Is that my first cousin 2-time removed? Or is that my half first cousin first time removed? Because in black families, you just say that's your cousin. I think it's my second cousin. Would I rather be really strong or really intelligent? I feel like that's not a black and white thing. There's levels of strength and intelligence. But I wouldn't want to be an intelligent vegetable. Like, I wouldn't want to be an intelligent, like, person that can't do anything. Do we have water bugs in Washington? There's no bugs in Washington. That is the pro of this state. I remember when I moved up here and I'm like, I can't believe I'm not getting bit up by no mosquitoes. There's no fire ants in the yard. It's like, it's crazy. Then you go back somewhere else and you be getting tore up. And you're like, oh yeah, this is what bugs are like. Washington don't even have snakes. Yeah, it's crazy. It's really just not.
I didn't know what. Tell him I didn't know what red ants were.
She didn't even know what fire ants were. I had to explain to her that fire ants bite you. Like, that's the trade-off for cheap rent. Yeah, you gotta fight some fucking snakes and ants. But yeah, I was telling her about the first time like I ever like stepped in a pile of red ants where it was my knee. I got tackled playing football, put my knee right in it. Psh, they was tearing me up, boy. Phil said I can't think about going outside without getting bit by mosquitoes. Exactly, bro. Now imagine not thinking about it. Like, I be out here sometimes and I just be like, it's crazy, bro. I'm just standing outside and not getting bit.
Panera's really expensive.
Yeah, it is.
I don't want to eat there.
Okay. Stephen Hawkins. Yeah, I'll be Stephen Hawkins' ass. Rest in peace. But exactly though. He's smart, but does that intelligence really matter? Because like someone could come smack the shit out of him. He couldn't do anything about it. And also, intelligence is just depression, bro. Like, if you're dumb, you can't even be sad. You can be sad for a little bit, but you're not smart enough to keep thinking about it. Intelligence highly correlated with depression. The more you know, the worse things get. Just don't know stuff.
What do you want from the brick?
That's the place up there. Just let me see the phone after you order. I think I'm gonna get something random today. Ooh, you already ordered? That was fast. Should I get some basil quesadillas? Ooh, should I get a salad?
I'm getting a salad.
Ooh, you fancy. I'm gonna get a shrimp po' boy.
You always get them.
I get that from the other place.
Oh.
I get the wings from here.
Mm.
See, now you got me feeling like I always get the same thing. Now I need to get something different. I think I'm gonna get the tots. That's an appetizer. Chopped cheese sandwich. Nah, I'm gonna get the Super Smash Burger because it's cheap. Shit don't come on no fries. What the Come on, dog. Don't disrespect me. Insane. Very insane.
You love me, sweet boy.
Here you go. I didn't order it.
Why didn't you order?
Hmm?
Why didn't you order?
Because I don't know if you want to add something.
Oh, you added it.
We're ordering from the Brick and Kitchen Lounge up the street. Or the Brick Kitchen Lounge. Gulf Coast mosquitoes are no joke. Have you ever seen Bill Burr's bit on Stephen Hawkins? Yes. I already answered that. Yeah, learning about genocides and government BS sucks. Yeah, man. And even more than that, like I said, the more you learn, you're just like, yo, people kind of suck, bro. So it's good to just keep your nose out of the news, man. For the most part. For the most part. Obviously, you want to be educated. You know what? Who was I on live with? Oh no, it was when I did that video with Caleb, the social worker therapist dude. We're talking about this guy on TikTok that's teaching himself how to read, and he had like a he had like a self awareness moment, man. Like he was so excited. He was like, "Yo, I'm a grown man that doesn't know how to read or write. I'm gonna start teaching myself." And he went viral. He's teaching himself how to read. He's reading. He's reading. He's reading. He's asking for book recommendations. And then one day he just posted. And he's like, "Yo, I'm sad, man." He said, "I've been reading about all this stuff, and like, honestly, like I'm just getting like more sad." He's like, "Now I actually like think about how I feel, and I don't feel good, and like reading all this stuff about history is kind of like upsetting me." Bro, I was like, "Ooh, yeah, you probably should have stayed illiterate, bro." It was a pretty sad video. How much did the meal cost? I don't know. I didn't hit order on there, but if I had to,
take a shower or is that too much noise?
nah, you good. Go ahead. But yeah, wish I had some chips right now, man. That would be good. If I haven't had the Mexican street corn Cheetos, them shit slap, bro. I had some earlier today. It's one of my favorite ones. The meal, if I had to guess though, my shit was $16. Hers was like 20, so close to $40. But it is like a restaurant. It's not like a fast food place. All right, let me click off of my ancestry. Uh, fuck. Well, my best friend was calling me, and his thing is like stuck on the screen. Like I can't hit reject or anything. So I don't know. Okay, can y'all hear me now? I'm sure I went mute while it was calling. I don't have IG, but you never go live there. No, no. I feel like this is the only platform that it makes sense to go live on. Like, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Like Twitter, people have a short attention span. Instagram is like more. I feel like they're more of my fitness people. Like people on Instagram follow me for like weightlifting videos or short book passages, memes, but they're not really there to do something like this. I did post this yesterday. I posted a link to it yesterday if they wanted to join in. But I don't actually go live on Instagram. Pause. But when I do like the StreamYard thing, I can actually broadcast to all of those things at the same time. So I don't know, maybe in the future I'll start broadcasting to all of them. Would I ever go back to running long distance? Yeah, absolutely. I will. When I just decide one day that I'm completely done with weightlifting. When I'm like, it's over, bro. Like, I'm done with weightlifting. I'll run again. I just stopped running because I don't want to pound my joints that way and do weightlifting at the same time, that shit's already, one of those is already rough enough. So, but I love running. He said that people that read a lot are sad and dumb fucks are the happiest. I think I got a pretty healthy balance, man. I read a lot, but like, I don't even know how to explain it, man. I like read from a distance. I'm not like getting super engaged with what I'm reading. Like, I don't think, I think there's people that are like super empathetic and they can't like watch videos and experience things without like experiencing it. But I'll be watching videos of, I watched this video, yesterday of a dude that killed his ex-girlfriend's boyfriend and then shot himself in the head right in front of her, bro. It's all on video. She's just screaming. And I was like, that's pretty crazy. He just traumatized her for the rest of her life. But I didn't like feel like I was about to cry or something. Like, I just like, that's shitty. And then I went back to scroll on Twitter. I also don't think I'm super desensitized because I still recognize that it's shitty and I still think like, man, I don't really want to watch this. I don't want to keep watching it. But I'm also not super attached to it either. So, I don't know. Lots of comedians are depressed. Why you think? That's why they're comedians, bro. I think that when bad stuff happens to you, you only have a few options. Like, you become super cynical and you're like, fuck the world. Or you become like a kind of positive, happy, make jokes about it person. Like, most of the funniest people I know went through like the craziest trauma. And they joke about it and it makes everyone uncomfortable. But like, that's their thing. For me, it's tough not to internalize stuff, but I'm an overly empathetic person. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. I'm just not like that. Yeah. I saw a video of a guy cutting a guy's heart out in Mexico. Yeah, I saw that video too. That motherfucker wasn't even dead when they cut the heart out, bro. That shit was crazy. I think the video that got the most reaction out of me ever, like to the point where I was like kind of like I don't really want to watch this. You would have to be old to know this, and you would have to have been in the bad parts of the internet while you were old or while you were young. Mrs. Pac-Man. The video is called Mrs. Pac-Man, but it's a guy in Guatemala that either discovered his wife was unfaithful or just did it for no reason. I don't know. But he gets an axe and right here, bro. So this part is open. Her eyes are like here. Her tongue's like all moving around and like she's making like a real like guttural gurgle noise. Like she's still very conscious, but her shit is open, bro. Like you can see all the way back here, and she's like, and he like her limbs are chopped off. Like he chopped her down to nothing, bro. And I don't know how her body was just like resilient, bro, but she wasn't dead. And that was like one of the few videos where I was like, oh, bro, like this is tough. I don't want to. Like I actually turned that video off. Like I was like, the fuck I just watched. It's one of those noises that you can't get out of your head. Like you think about it and you're like, nah, I don't want to hear that, bro. So that's one of the few. Most of the time if I watch like cartel videos, like some dudes like holds the head up, I'm like, it's fucked up. And I just go to the next video. But that one, that was not a good one, bro. That or bones breaking. Yeah, bones breaking is weird though. Like, it depends on how it happens and how it sounds. Cause sometimes it doesn't bother me, and other times I get the same kind of reaction. Like, oof, like, yeah, in Guatemala. Yeah, that noise is very specific though. I would direct you to the video, but YouTube will definitely shut my account down forever. Yeah, when bones break, you know that shit's loud, bro. It's a like you said, it's a very specific noise. Even when I fractured my fibula, it was. I was like, what the fuck? Shit was loud, bro. I thought somebody shot me. I'm like, who just shot me on the track, bro? Why did you do that? Yeah, I've seen a Serbian film. That's one of those things that, like, if you watch it all the way through, I would say you probably have a problem. Everything is on Reddit. Facts. Yeah, Serbian film was one of those things that, like, you watch just to say you watched it, but I don't know anyone that's actually watched the whole movie. Like, you watch enough of it to be like, okay, I see what they were talking about. And you're like, I'm turning this shit off. Very similar to hold on. Very similar to The Strange Thing About the Johnsons. If you haven't seen The Strange Thing About the Johnsons, I recommend that you go watch it. I watched it through twice. Yeah, we're gonna get you some help, bro. I'm actually gonna report you tonight. I'm gonna call the police. You were deployed? I didn't even know you were in the military. You never told me that. That's how I know that there's truly something going on up there. You're on a deployment and you watched that 2 times? Like, that's insane. I'll do it tonight. Phil, there's literally no need to watch that. Let me tell you something, bro. I don't even, actually, no, I'm not even gonna say anything. If you watch it, that's on you, bro. But if I describe the scenes in the movie, I think that I would get banned. There's no brief explanation for this movie. It's disgusting. Planet Moolah, give them a brief explanation. All you need to. It's called a Serbian film. You don't ever want to watch it, trust me. Yeah. All I'm saying is, like, they wanted this dude to violate a child in the movie. Exactly. Yeah, it's one of those things that if you described it, people would, yeah, it's torture porn. Yeah, if you describe it, people would be like, "Why were you watching that?" Which is why I would just tell people that, like, nah, I'd turn that shit off. I didn't watch that shit. It said it made 1,500 in the box office. No, Phil said it made 1,500 in the box office. Like, it was banned in like 50 countries. Yeah, it should be.
Do you want me to call Kendall?
Nah, this shit's stuck on the screen. I don't know how to get it off. Like, I tried to swipe it up with my thumb and it like won't go anywhere.
I'll go get the phone.
Okay.
It was $16 to get it delivered. No.
Oh, you're gonna go pick it up.
Yeah.
Mm.
Do you have your key, Paul?
It's,
I'll just take your key.
It's on the key.
Well, I'm just gonna take your key.
You can just take it off. I'm not going to work tomorrow.
You want me to take the fob off?
Yeah, you
Why
can.
can't I just take the key?
You can do whatever you want. All those people got tricked into watching
Leave
that.
it unlocked.
Okay. Y'all want to know the single worst scene I've ever seen in my life? This is real. This is the most uncomfortable thing I think I've ever watched. It's worse than a Serbian film because I don't know, man. I was questioning, was this scene real, bro? And the movie itself, I thought the movie was like, okay. Let me get the name of this film before I start talking about it. You would have to watch it to get to the scene because I remember the reason I watched this movie was because I asked people, what's the craziest movie you ever seen? And I was thinking plot twist, but this girl told me, oh, you gotta watch this movie. The only thing is there's a scene in there that literally made people like walk out of the movie theaters and like blah blah blah. I googled it and they were like, yeah, people walked out of the movie theaters. The scene is disgusting. And I'm like, bro, it's a movie. Like, why do people care? So it's irreversible, but it's in French. And I'll tell you like how the movie goes. The movie goes in reverse. So every scene is like, let's just say it's 15 minutes before. So it starts off like this dude's beating the shit out of somebody, right? The scene changes, and it's like, I don't even know how to explain it. It's weird, but he's like, "Where's this guy at? Is this the club that he's at?" And all these people are like, "Yeah, he's in there. What do you need to see him for?" Right? And then the scene changes, and then it just keeps going backwards. It's a very weird thing, but once you kind of start getting like, okay, when the scene changes, it's actually a little bit back in the past. Okay, cool. So you're trying to figure out why he's beating the shit out of this dude at the end. Like he's literally killing him. Like it's a brutal killing. It keeps going back, keeps going back. So there's this scene where he's with his girl, and he basically tells her like, yeah, just go over there now. I'll meet you over there in 15 minutes. I'm gonna do whatever. And she walks basically like underneath like the subway or whatever. And this dude grabs her, bro, and like puts her face down on the ground and commences to violating her. Bro, the scene is 7 minutes, bro. And it's not like it's not like a movie scene where there's like music playing or something like that. It's dead quiet, and it's just like with her saying like, no, no. Bro, it's 7 minutes long, bro. After like 1 minute, I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like, I'm like, when is the scene gonna change, bro? And like it just keeps going like that. Like hella physical noises, bro, and crying. And I'm like, did this scene need to be 7 minutes, bro? Like at some point I was like, is this real, bro? Like is this acting? I don't know, bro. I fast forwarded that shit, bro. I was like, I see why people walked out of that bitch. Cause if I was in a movie theater, I would have been mad uncomfortable, bro. Like that shit was weird, dog. Like I don't know why they needed that scene in the movie. Yeah, they show it for 7 minutes, bro. I was like, this is just super unnecessary, bro. Like I don't care. Like I feel like they could have got the point across with a 1 minute scene, not 7 minutes, bro. It's a long scene, like it's just happening, bro. And then, yeah, and he gets, bro, it's wild. And so, after I watched it, I was like, I 100% understand why people walked out of the movie. That shit was mad unnecessary. I don't know what the point of it was. Could have told the story without doing the 7 minute scene thing. And like I said, I'm not like a sensitive person. I was just like, this shit's like, it's weird, bro. It's just fucking weird. I don't know why they did it. Like I said, overall the movie was good. I like the whole time concept going backwards and whatever, but that shit was weird as fuck. For whatever reason, this documentary called Orozco made me super sad. What's that about? I don't think I've seen that. You want to watch something sad, bro? I'll tell you in a second after I look up yours. Oh. I've never seen this documentary, but I more or less would know the story. Yeah, I'm gonna check that out. I'm gonna watch that. So what's sad, and I think I made a video about this on YouTube before, but there's a show. It's like a little 4-part series on Netflix, and it's based on super, super real life. And it's called Somos, right? Like the Spanish word Somos. And this shit really happened in real life. Basically, what happened was the cartel had a snitch that was like working with the United States. Well, it wasn't, he was a snitch, but the United States forced him to snitch. And he was giving up info, and due to a really careless error on the DA's behalf, or I don't know if it was intentional or not, but they let it get back to the cartel that there was a snitch instead of keeping it a secret. They could have taken down that particular faction, or they could have taken their drugs or whatever without ever letting them know that there was a snitch. But they literally leaked it, like, on accident. And so this cartel goes into this town and literally murders, like, the entire town, bro. Like, shooting every single person they see, burn every single body. This was real life, bro. And if you want, actually, I can put the real story. Let me see. Let me find it good. It's called the Agenda Massacre. This happened in real life. Let me just find a good link. I don't want to send y'all some bullshit. How the U.S. triggered a massacre in Mexico. Yep, this is good. This is it. So knowing this story in real life is actually what made me watch the Netflix thing. It wasn't the reverse. I knew the story in real life, and I saw that there was a Netflix thing, and I'm like, oh shit, I know what this is. And I watched it, and man, it was just sad, man. Like, it's already sad knowing that it happened in real life, but you know, the way they do the show, like, they build up the characters that you know that they're regular people that go to school, that play sports, that just do, like, whatever, you know what I mean? And then just seeing them get massacred, that's just sad, bro. No, Rolando, I don't watch that channel. What's my favorite documentary? I can't say I have a favorite documentary. I don't know. I watch a lot of random stuff. Super, super random. Yeah, I don't know. It'd be hard to pick something and say it was my favorite. I watch a lot of animal documentaries more than anything, but sometimes I watch stuff like that. Dramatizations and documentaries about real life events. Just kind of depends. Depends on my mood. Depends if something catches my attention, to be honest. Sometimes I'm like, you know what? I want to see that. But yeah. Don't trust the government, bro. Never snitch. Matter of fact, they still do shit like that, bro. There's been a handful of, like, rappers recently that have snitched and, like, their confessions get leaked. I'm like, who you think leaked this shit, bro? The government's the one that's fucking forcing them to confess or getting them to confess. They're recording it. Then they leak these dudes confessing, knowing that shit's gonna fucking put money on their head, bro. And I'm just like, I would rather just deal with doing the time than fucking potentially have the government leak that shit. That golden hour light. But yeah, I don't know. I can't think of any other documentaries off the top of my head. I would have to, like, I would have to look at my, like, Netflix history or something. Yeah, I mean, I know who he is. I've seen it in passing. I just don't watch it like that. I know he's the dude that's, like, all fucking masked up and he, like, interviews people about, like, real life shit or whatever. But it's like, it doesn't interest me, so I never, like, sat through a whole one or kept watching. I'm not, like, subscribed or nothing. But I recognize the name. Do I believe in Illuminati? No. Not the Illuminati that people think of when they say Illuminati, but nah. We got that model like. Yeah, I know who he is. That's what I'm saying. I know who he is, but I don't. Like I said, it doesn't really interest me. But I mean, yeah, I mean, it's even deeper than that. Like, the U.S. still funds all of that shit, and if they want something to happen, like it happens. So, man, if I didn't care about my quality of life, I would just say a lot of random shit that I learned in military intelligence. But I do care about my quality of life, so you'll never hear it from me. But the world just doesn't work like people think it does, honestly. And yeah, that's about as much as I'll say about that. There's there's an order of things, and it ain't gonna be disturbed by news stories or watching YouTube videos. You're never gonna understand it because you don't have all the details. Everything that you think you know is wrong. You might be going down the right path, but you're still gonna be wrong because if someone's talking about that shit, if they're interviewing people about it, they're not in danger. If someone really like, it's not hard to find people. Like if you were really giving away my secrets, I would end it. Like this is not happening anymore. So if someone's allowed to continue to talk, they're not doing that much damage. That's what I'll say. So I think that anytime conspiracy theorists are like, oh, blah blah blah, he's exposing this. I'm like, he's not exposing anything, or else he wouldn't be exposing anything. If they even thought you could expose something, you would be gone. So I'm surprised I had not heard of this. So much happens down there. Man, there's a lot of stuff, man. There's a lot of stuff that happens that you'll never hear about. You'll never hear about the U.S. bombing Puerto Rico. They had a massacre in Puerto Rico as well. Just straight up took planes out there and just bombed that bitch. Because Puerto Rico was trying to take itself out of the equation. And they were like, oh, you think so? So that is also not talked about. I'll send you a link to that one too if you want to. Let me get you a good article, not Wikipedia. Shit, I didn't even know about the one in Rio Piedras. I was talking about Ponce. This looks like a good source. I don't really have time to read it, but as long as it tells you the story, that's all that matters. Oh, you know about that. That's good. Quick link. Wait a few decades and the CIA will let you know some of what they did. Yes and no. So I gotta be careful with stuff that I say because there's stuff that's classified and there's stuff that's like not classified that you're technically allowed to say even if it is true. Declassification, right? Everyone's like, oh well, in 30 years this will be declassified, 50 years to be declassified. That's not how declassification works. What happens is you put a declassification date on something. So let's say I write a report today. And like I killed your whole family. And I'm like, this is top of the top. I don't want anyone to know about this. Declassification date 50 years from now. It's like we'll just say 50 years is the standard. All that means is in 50 years, someone else is gonna review it and decide if it should be declassified. Which means like important stuff is never gonna get declassified. When they declassify stuff, they're essentially saying like we don't care about this. Like, it's useless. So anything that you read and you're like, I can't believe the CIA did this, it's not even close to anything important that they've done, because they're like, this does not affect us at all. Like, telling you about this massacre, all they're gonna do is just say like, that was those guys back then. But it's not actually important. The stuff that's important that's still affecting processes to this day will not get declassified. I feel like the drug war is just an excuse to invade Mexico and take over. All drug wars are stupid. The only way the cartels will be taken down is if the U.S. sends our military into Mexico. It's not really going to do anything. You can literally look at any place that we've sent our military to. You have it like under control while you're there, but then the entire population hates you, and you will cause problems 10 to 20 years from now. So that's not a good solution. But, you know, life's complicated, man.
Did you drink pink drinks?
I drank one.
That's all?
Yeah.
Wow.
What?
I feel like I didn't drink them that fast, but I guess I did.
They're all gone?
There's like 2 more left.
Wow. Planet Moolah said, let me get a fry.
Huh?
He said, let me get a fry.
I didn't order fries, bucko.
She didn't order fries, bucko. She got a salad. Salad.
Fry girl.
It's not a fry girl.
Jalen is.
I'm a fry girl. That's what I'm saying. 10 to 20 years is about how long it takes. Oh no, we're talking about something else. But yeah, so like I said, war on drugs, war on terror, whatever. It's all temporary just to achieve something else. And whatever you think they're trying to achieve, they're not trying to achieve that. So if you think that they're trying to get natural resources, lithium mines, whatever, that's not what they're trying to do. But if that's what you think that they're trying to do, that's good, because then you won't be paying attention to what they're actually trying to do. Like I said, if it was easy to figure out, then they wouldn't be good at it. So
Big facts.
you ready to eat? All right, y'all. She said recess is over. So Planet Moolah said the axe.
That's also a nickname I had, the axe.
It is. All right, y'all. I will see y'all tomorrow. I don't know what time, but I'll be on here tomorrow. So stay up. Be safe. Use condoms.